Hello, MonstersAbound, and welcome back to Total War Troy in the third part of my Odysseus campaign. Isn't this map so pretty? Look at it. It's so good. Oh, I really like it. It's just really nice. Okay, so last time we captured some coastal settlements. So we've got some wood coming in. That's nice. We kind of needed wood. We've got some more food and some more bronze as well. We've got 2 bronze settlements now and 2 food settlements. So food and bronze, not too bad. We've got our second army up. Now that has cost us some additional food due to upkeep. They do use the supply lines mechanic, which is not my favourite mechanic. I understand why they use it, but it's just... It feels like a fix for a tricky problem, which is, how do you stop snowballing? Right? How do you limit the player's ability to snowball? And it's not the easy answer. I want to stress that I don't think it's the easy answer. I think it's like I don't really know how else we can do it, but it does limit the amount of army. So you can't really have lots of small armies because that's not cost effective, and that's why things like, particularly in Total War Warhammer, where they've got the same mechanic, you know, Skaven, you don't bother recruiting Skaven slaves because it's just a waste, to be honest, because each army can only have 20 units in it, and so frankly you may as well make the most of it, because every army you have just generally increases the upkeep of all the units. So the more armies you have, the less cost effective each unit is. So you may as well have, like, the units that can actually fight in a battle rather than Skaven slaves who can't. Anyway, I did want to see if we could actually... I don't think we can do renames, can we? I don't think we can. I could be wrong, because someone asked me this and I was like, you know what, I don't actually know. Rename. Nope, apparently not. Cannot rename. Weird that there's the button there, though. Like, there's a button there. It's just greyed out. I mean, I know you wouldn't be able to rename, like, Odysseus, call him, Dave, because then you'd have to rename the Odyssey to Davesy, and that doesn't sound very good. That sounds worse. Anyway, so no renames apparently. I wonder if you can do it with these guys. Nope, that's just Odysseus' army. What about you? Oh, I can rename you. Right. Bit weird. Like, you can't rename the generals, but you can rename the agents. Why? I don't know. Doesn't matter. Anyway, so public order is going to be a bit of an issue for us over here. So I think what we need to do is we need to capture these 2 settlements over here. Now, these guys currently quite like us. In fact, we've got a trade agreement for 3 turns. So, in the meantime, we're going to replenish. So we've got... Odysseus' army is here, it's replenishing. I would like, if we could get some sirens, that would be quite nice. We also need to get Draco, or should I say Dave. We need to get Dave over here, because we've got a little quest to go and spy on their boats or something. They've got more sirens. Oh, just go and get some sirens. And I'm tempted to go and actually take this island. We currently have a non-aggression pact with them, but I could cancel that and then go up and kill them. On the other hand, like, this is one settlement, this is the other one. They're quite far apart. It's quite a big, like, that's a large province. It's far away. Not the weirdest one I've seen in this game, but certainly, one of the weirder ones. Now, these guys over here.
I'm looking forward to hearing what Odysseus has to say.
Indeed. Now, they currently don't have any enemies, so we don't have many military allies either. So we have to keep that in mind. If they go to war with someone, we'll jump them when we get the chance. Just sneak attack. Need to wait one more turn before we can do a thingy, and you are currently just chilling, which is fine because we can upgrade our food buildings now that we've got wood, which is nice, but obviously we don't have the influence in that province, so the wood supplies we're getting aren't the best. We could get more. Need to work on it. Where are you off to? You're scampering away. Off you go. Fair enough. Okay. We could do some raiding, right? The Shining City. So we have successfully upgraded a thing to its maximum. Now they want us to recruit a mythical units.
Odysseus the Cunning.
Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Oh, no, it needs to be rank 3. Rubbish. Unwanted sirens. What? Right, so what?
By Athena.
Oh, we can get exemplary ambushers. Hello. Hello. So, if I merge you two.
Ithaca's lord.
And then merge you two.
I have a plan.
And then I don't have enough gold this turn, but I will next turn. So I'll recruit you next turn.
Ever faithful.
We're replenishing anyway. So that's fine. That's not me that's not me disbanding units and then not having the resources to recruit the ones I wanted to recruit. It's fine. It's a-okay. So we've got 10 favour with Ares, but I think also that does make happy? No, maybe... Is it a skill that makes happy? Plus 5% favour to the gods from rituals and own settlements. Plus 3 happiness and own settlement upon success. Right, so we need that one to basically make every... What the hell are you wearing on your head, woman? You got some herbs as well. That probably explains the hat wear. Just off your tits all the time. Okay, good. So, Dave.
The subtle blade.
Yes, no, Dave, you just need to go and have a look. Come here. Come, Dave. Dave.
Perhaps you should reconsider.
No, go, just... There we go. Right, we're at Masters of the Sea. So that's good. Now, at some point, we probably want to come over here and kill these guys. But at the moment, we've got bigger fish to fry, which means Dave needs to come back down here because we might need his gentle machinations to kill some jerks for us. I'm going to leave that blank because I'm not going to build nothing because I will want to build... Oh, you know what I would like is chariots. I got to play with some chariots the other day and I was like, holy shit, these things are great. So getting chariots would be quite nice. Ooh, I do love me a chariot. A good chariot. How much wood have we got? Wood's looking pretty good, actually. We're looking pretty good with wood. I mean, could potentially get more. But this, I mean, look, we're only getting 45 here because we don't have any influence in the region, which is not ideal. We could potentially get... I mean, is the growth... Turns until we get a growth point. We need 2 growth points. It's probably worth waiting. And then we can get this, because that will give us more wood. I don't know. Okay, let's get the beach warehouse. Let's upgrade our docks. You're just...
You can rely on me.
Can I? Good to hear. Okay, rebellion is... Alright, public order is not great there. Public order is getting better here because Odysseus is in attendance. So that's okay. So we'll just kind of like... Just chill. We'll just chill here for another turn. Now, the problem with taking this region is that these 2 settlements are inland settlements, and as such, they won't have any... They'll have the main building we can upgrade, but they won't have any other buildings. So, like, the primary settlement here, there won't be 8 slots, there'll be 1, and we can upgrade that one, and it'll give some bonuses, but it's still not going to be, you know, particularly great. Right, boom. More ambushes. Nice. Right, Dave... You're coming back here. I might actually head up the coast and just conquer a load of shit. Because, to be honest, I need another capital settlement. And there's one there, and it's on the coast. And that's what we need. Apparently, Odysseus likes sea views. That's all he cares about. Just needs a sea view. I could... Because we can only... We can do one... Well, we can do a ritual every 3 turns on our own province. But we can, like, you know, hit their province.
Will be displeased.
Good. Displease the shit out of him.
Your wish was fulfilled.
What does that do? I actually don't know what it does. What's it do? No, ruination. Reduces morale of all units in... Right, okay, so everyone's just a little bit sad. That's good. I'm going to get this. We're going to be strict. Yes, we're going to be strict, although plus 10 melee defense for good omens. Okay, but I want the happiness because I feel like public order is going to be a pain in the arse, so we're going to do that. Okay, we'll wait here for a couple of turns, get this public order up. The instability is going down, and at some point it will be... There's no other way of increasing public order. So we're kind of... Like, there's ways you could make it worse, but there's no point can you make it better, which is a bit of a bugger. That's fine. That's fine. Well, it's fine. If we get the capital settlement, I think we can get enough happiness to just like make it break even, which is... Hello, what do you want? A non-aggression pact. Who are you? You are these people here. Okay, but you want no. To give you bloody food. Okay, where are you going? You're going. Are you? Ooh, hello. Hang on. Let's have a look.
We've got plenty to discuss.
Okay, you are at war with a couple of guys now. A couple of guys up to no good. It's like making trouble in your neighbourhood.
Favored by Athena.
So what we're going to do is we're going to scamper over here.
March on.
Like this. Now, public order here is still going to get worse. Oof, by 11 a turn. Jesus, we just get 1 from buildings.
I can hardly wait.
That's nice. Let's... Okay, food. Right, food. Food is generally not too bad. Could do with more food, though. This would be quite nice, wouldn't it? Should we get more food? Kind of makes sense to do that, doesn't it? We need gold to do that. We don't currently have any gold mines. And we need a lot more stone, which we don't have. Should we get... That's tin. Should we get... I think we should get this. That's going to cost us more stone. It's going to take a few turns to get. We could do this. That would reduce construction time. I don't know if that's useful, really. The influence hit is quite nasty. It's not a huge deal, but I think we're gonna leave it. We're gonna get some more stone. I wonder if we can actually trade for more stone, because like we've got crap tons of food. So is there anyone nearby who wants food? Does everyone have just shitload? Oh, you don't have much food. Nestor, hey buddy.
Of course I will speak with Odysseus.
Good. Look, you've got a lot of stone. I want stone. If I give you a lot of food, like how much food am I getting a turn? Let's have a look. 900. So could I... Could we do something like that for like 5 turns?
Now we are all happy.
Good. Good. Right. Well, we made a barter, so we got some stuff. Lovely. I didn't even realise that was a quest. Probably should pay more attention to my quests, but I never do, because they're mostly pointless. Okay. I mean, getting more food is a good shout, so let's do that. In a couple of turns, we can get we can get more stone. That'll be quite nice. I mean, our bronze levels are actually pretty good, so I'm wondering if we could trade some bronze, because currently we're not really using it an awful lot. Comes Dave. Good old bloody Dave. Look at him go. Sailing away. What a leg end. So, raiding in this game, actually very useful. Now, you might go, really? Are you sure? But yes, it is. It is super good. What do you want? No, because I'm going to kill you when I get half the chance. Okay, it looks like you're heading north. So, I'm right. Poseidon's Frenzied Stallion. The mighty Poseidon famously despises the city of Troy and yearns to tear down its proud walls, which according to legend, he was forced to build by Zeus, and tempestuous Olympian often sent earthquakes to the Trojan capital, causing the very ground to shake with rage and throwing its population and armies into disarray. Prior to the disaster, the horses of Troy recognized the divine creator's impending fury, kick and neigh as if the lord of the depths himself spurred a great stallion on a charge of the city's ramparts. Fair enough. Palamedes. Oh, not that dick. sailed to fair Ithaca, oathbound to return with steadfast Odysseus at his side. Your success with the Pocahontases have come to the attention of the lords of Achaea, who have sent Palamedes to convince you to abandon Ithaca and join the war effort. Your father, Laertes, pretends you have taken ill, but the envoy threatens the life of your infant son, Telemachus. Should you not appear before him, swearing vengeance under your breath, you agree to meet. So, we can, oh my god, -5 happiness, but it makes everyone a little bit happier. Or we can go, nope, more growth, less construction cost, and basically 2 fingers up to the Achaeans. I'm going to say I'm going to request more time. Now you might say, wait, didn't Odysseus pretend to be mad? But, and this is the thing I found really interesting about the Iliad, is that the Iliad isn't the story of the Trojan War. It's like a few weeks during the Trojan War. So it's kind of like there's lots of different little legends and stories that kind of make up the Trojan War epic, if you like. The Iliad is just sort of the most well-known, but it doesn't take in a lot of the things. Like, it doesn't mention Odysseus's madness. It doesn't mention much about how Odysseus joined the war, just that he's there. This is from what I understand, anyway. So there's a whole bunch of other little myths and legends that kind of sort of like meld together, like a jigsaw puzzle, really. But there's still pieces we don't really have of that jigsaw, and there's some duplicate parts that are obviously stories that have been told and changed. And so the sort of like idea of what the Trojan War is kind of difficult to piece together 100%. So it's not wrong to say that Odysseus pretended he was mad or that his father said he was ill. They're both equally plausible. Just whatever you want to decide is the right one. And to be honest, they both could be right. Or actually, I quite like the madness one, just because it makes Odysseus come across as like this like Machiavellian, like absolute legend. I want to do some raiding, but so I don't now. I'm not 100% sure if, because it says, well, obviously we've got the skill which says, hang on, where is it? This one here. Oh no, we don't have that skill. I didn't unlock it. Shit. So I have had this skill before, and I do know that it does still cost movement, but I'm not sure if that's like movement, if it's movement like during raiding, because obviously you stay in that stance, or whether it's the movement to enter it. Because if it's the movement to enter it, like say the Norscans, where they can just enter raiding stance wherever, then obviously it might be bugged. But if it's like it costs to go into the raiding stance, but afterwards you can move at 100% regardless of whether you're raiding or not, then I guess that makes sense. So, right. I want stone. So we need 594. We can get that next turn. We're going to save our wood.
I have a plan.
Good.
I read they will feed.
Oh no! Wounded. Critical failure. Now, you were at war with these guys. I'm hoping that you're going to go and maybe attack that city and take some damage, and then I can, you know, basically finish off your cities. If you have no army, that makes life a lot easier for me. That's what I'm thinking. Hello. What do you want? You're going to give me stone in exchange for some... You know what? I'm okay with that, because I'm actually making a lot of bronze, and I need more stone, so sure. What do you want? You want bronze. You want... No, that's literally the opposite of what I want. I think the AI, like... Oh, hello. Oh, Ramesses III, divine ruler of distant Egypt, sends his regards as one powerful ruler to another and sends a priceless statue as a gesture of goodwill. What should you do with such a gift? So we can get gold, bronze. We can keep the gift. That'll give more happiness for 4 turns, which would actually be quite useful. Or stone. 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 Obviously. I think they're laying siege up there, so I'm going to do this. And then we're going to declare war and kill you. Bop. Didn't really need to fight that one. Seemed fairly easy. Okay, good. That was nice and easy. Let's occupy. Tell you what, our slingers always take an absolute beating during auto resolves. Apparently, you've got a +5 morale for own units when embedded in the army. I do like the agents seem like actually very, very useful. I want to do more raiding, so we're going to get that, so we can test it out. Now, you might come back down and be like, "What the hell just happened?" But we've got your food now. Because this is an inland settlement, we only have the main building. However, it does seem like, because if we have a look at this one here, so we get 240 food from this. If we have a look at this one, we actually get 360. So you get slightly more food from inland settlements, but you don't get the ability to like build other buildings. So it's less useful, but it still is useful. It's still going to give you something. Okay, so we want the small mountain apokia. So let's grab that. I don't want to do that. Kind of holding off everything else. I could upgrade you. I kind of want to... I mean, it doesn't matter if we reduce the influence, does it? Because, like, who the fuck cares? So I guess we'll grab that.
Shining Odysseus.
Okay, so if they come back down, then we'll bop them. Actually, can we see what their strength...
Like a waste of time.
Okay, they're currently strength rank 84, so their army actually might have been killed. Like, they might have already lost their army. We might send Dave over there just to go and have a peek. It does... Is that under siege, or is that just like... They just... I think that just might be a bonfire. I don't think they're actually under siege. I think that army might have been wiped out. I guess we'll find out. If they come back southward. Hello. You want an aggression pact? I will take that because you're inland and I don't care. Motivation critical. Okay. Okay, cult level down. Fine. Right, what's your thing? -1 happiness. Well, that's not good. What's... Right. Winter battle. Ends a turn in province owned with positive... Well, these guys are fairly positive. They're fairly happy. They're indifferent. That's because it needs to go up to 25. It'll go up to 20. You'll get happier. Don't worry about it. Just chill out. Christ, honest to God. You leave him for 30 seconds and he's getting all moody and mardy. Just... Yeah, I don't know.
Is a perfect distraction.
Indeed.
That was unfortunate.
It was unfortunate, yeah, I agree. Okay, let's come in here and grab this.
Send them to Hades.
Okay, we can't take it immediately, so let's just continue the siege, because I think we should be fine here. How's the public order? Oof. That's a big oof. That can slow it down, but it's also going to cut our income, but I don't think there's much else we can do about that. Everyone's grumpy everywhere. We've got a Mardy lion man, and this province is like... And our priestess went and tried to rile up people and got murdered. She'll be back soon, I hope. God damn it. Oh, I have not been doing decrees. Oh, God, I'm the worst. Or have I? No, that's 1 turn. Okay, we get more stone in 1 turn. Lovely. It doesn't stop you. It doesn't come up and go, oh, you haven't done this. Do this before you can end a turn. It just goes, no, you can end a turn. I'm not going to tell you. It's fine. So I will inevitably forget to do it. It's just, there we go. Royal stone. Lovely. Rebellion imminent. Imminent?
Hold nothing back.
I really need to take the city. I really need to take the city, but it's got walls. That's not to say we can't do it. Do we do it? Do we just go for it? Fuck it. Let's do it. Let's do it! So because we can Vanguard deploy, we have. So that means they're going to get less chance to shoot at us. Also, they don't seem to have any units on the walls. Most of their units were over here. I don't entirely know why. Obviously, maybe they couldn't see us. They didn't know where we were going to attack, and we've attacked here. And so already, our sword skirmishers are going up onto the walls. We do have the siege at the ram, but to be honest, it was so far behind, and the Achaean slingers were the only ones that were sort of going to be able to push it. And so I was like, you know what, it's probably fine. We'll just climb up the walls. It'll be all right. So we are up on the walls. So far, so good. However, in classic Odysseus style, this is just a feint. Because I don't think my light infantry is going to be able to break through the defenders. Instead, we've actually got a secondary attack going on far to the rear of the enemy lines. Over here we've got our ambushers who are currently taking this undefended section of the walls, and as soon as they're there, they're going to head straight for the city centre and see if we can take and hold it against the enemy, because I think we're going to struggle to... the sieges are hard in Total War Troy. Like, they're very hard. Even if you get up on the wall like this, it's still going to be very, very tricky to break through into the city. So we're just gonna assume that this attack is going to be very, very bloody. I mean, maybe if we could take... I mean, maybe if we had the ram, but the ram takes so long to get over there, but it wouldn't be worth it. Our heavy sword skirmishers are going to be doing slightly better than everyone else, but they're still... I mean, you know, they've still got their shirt off. They've just got a little... They've just strapped a plate to their chest. That's why they think they're heavy. Depends how heavy the plate is, I guess. Okay, we're up on the walls. We've taken a little bit of damage getting up onto the walls, but we have now taken the gatehouse, which means we can bring in our last unit of exemplary ambushers. Couldn't climb up because there was no more space for the magical ladders on the wall. Never mind. So we're going to get our ambushers off onto the wall and then moving into the city. You have to be a little bit careful. I think they are... Are they hidden? They are hidden, so they can't be spotted at the moment. So the only thing the AI knows is that they no longer can see that. So I think they're basically ignoring it. They don't quite understand probably why they can no longer see that. I don't think they know there's enemy units there, or they probably do, but they've probably conveniently forgotten that that is the fact. Imagine having to make an AI forget there's stuff there. It's actually you must be trickier than it sounds. It must be like, okay, so you know these guys are over here because you obviously have to do all the rendering and stuff, but also they're not, and you can't know they're there. I mean, the AI probably does know they're there, but it's just ignoring them. Okay, so we've taken the walls, but it's hard going because they're throwing... Look, we're trying to get down this stairwell, but it's very narrow. You can't just walk off the walls like in Total War Warhammer. You have to use a little... Look, see, they're all clambering up, magically disappearing into the stonework there. So we're trying to get down, and they won't let us, because I think that's the only way we can... Is there other ways we can come down? Because there is other spaces there. There's trapdoors. I guess we can go down through that as well. But for some reason we don't want to. So our poor heavy sword skirmishers, plate or no plate, not doing very well. However, our skirmishers are now inside the city, although we have run into some club warriors. But fortunately, they're weak to javelins in the back. It's amazing how many people are weak to javelins being embedded in their back. It's a real design flaw in humans. Get out of here, jerks. Okay, now we're just going to head straight for the city centre. Now, there is an enemy hero here, and they do have quite a few missile units. That could be a problem, because our javelins are... They have shields, but I don't think they're going to be particularly effective against... Plus, there's not as many units, or not as many members in the unit, so they are pretty easy being picked off. We're just going to ignore each other here. So he's like, hello? We're like, hi. We're just going for a stroll. It's a marathon. We're going on a marathon. It's part of the marathon run. We're it's for charity.
The warriors are losing heart.
Yeah. So this is not going great. Yeah, because they've got like shielded spearmen who are going to be better in the frontal attack than our light units, because we've only got light units because I've been neglecting to recruit anything heavier. I probably should, but You know what I mean? Well, I don't know. It's fine. It's fine. And currently, our marathon is is currently heading for the finish line, which is conveniently the enemy city centre. The enemy victory points, which we're going to then, do a victory lap on. It's fine. It's fine. Okay, they've managed to wipe out our heavy spears, or heavy sword skirmishers. Sorry, they're broken. They're out of here. They just mobbed them. We're kind of winning, but we're also being pinned down a bit. I mean, it does look like the battle is in our favour, but I have real concerns considering how many of these units they have. Our marathon is now closing in on the city centre. They do have some missile units heading this way. That could be bad, but as long as we can just tank that, we should be fine. Also, it looks like the champion over here has realised that there's not a marathon on today and is chasing after us. He's like, wait a second, the marathon's tomorrow! Those bastards! So he's going to chase us, but that's fine because we've got javelins. And yeah, a lot of our units are now broken, which is less than ideal. Oh, we've finally come off the wall. That's good. Yeah, we're in the city centre. We're here. We have arrived. Arrived at the medal ceremony. That's nice. Here comes the enemy hero. Come to break up the marathon. But we are taking the city centre. Now, we have to hold it for 240 seconds, which is, quite a long time, really. That's quite a while we have to hold on to that for. And here comes the enemy hero. He's like, no, you're not invited to the medal ceremony. Fuck off. Get out of here. He's taking so many javelins. I should have known there was no... Oh, no. So many javelins to the face. Holy crap. He does get in there. Yes, they have. Okay, now it's going to start ticking down. So, if we can hold it for 235 seconds, then all is gravy. But, as you can see, the AI is suddenly like, what the hell's going on? So they suddenly turned around and started legging it for the city centre because they realised that this is not good news. The enemy hero... He's having a bad time, although he's being shielded by a tree, apparently. But still, there's still plenty of javelins. He's literally buried in javelins, and he's had enough. He's like, nope, I've changed my mind. I am running. Spearmen have arrived, but again, javelins. Javelins, the cause of and solution to all of life's problems. And here, okay, so we've got missile units now opening fire on us. This is bad because they will be doing lots of damage. However, our units are now in the city, so we need to race to try and reinforce our ambushers who have taken the city centre. See, we just have to like surround them, pull back, and then fill them full of javelins, and that's a tactic that works. Okay, so far so good, but there are lots of units coming this way, including enemy skirmishers, enemy javelins. That's not... You don't throw javelins at us, we throw javelins at you. That's how that works. So we're going to throw javelins at you until you fuck off. Eat javelin death. There we go. And also some shielded spearmen head in this direction. We're taking some damage. It's not... Oh, it's looking dicey. It's looking very dicey. But reinforcements are on the way. If we can just stop the enemy skirmishers shooting at us, then we should be fine. Because our exemplary ambushers should be able to fend off these shielded spearmen, because our stats are, like, way better. There we go. Oh, look at that. Yeah, okay, because those enemy skirmishers are gone. The slingers are still causing us a little bit of issue. Exemplary ambushers engaging the enemy infantry. They should be doing okay here. It does say they're winning. Plus, we can get some javelin for... One of our unit of ambushers has taken too much damage and now fleeing off. However... The rest of our units can now just start opening fire and supporting our exemplary ambushers. They'll get a few javelins in the back, but what's a few javelins in the back between friends? However, our battered sword skirmishers have arrived and are forcing back the enemy infantry. You can see the enemy slingers now turning to engage them, which is fine. We just need to hold on for another 87 seconds. Our exemplary ambushers are losing slightly, but that javelin support is going to be pretty potent. They can just stop, taking javelins in the back. Aim higher. Duck. Okay, okay, this is looking fine. This is looking fine. They're taking a lot of damage. They are routing. So are these units, so now we can force back their missile units. We don't need to kill them, we just need to keep them busy and occupied for another minute. 1 more minute, that's all we need. Our exemplary ambushers have done fantastic work at keeping this enemy infantry at bay, and what we're going to do now is we're actually going to pull these exemplary ambushers back, because then that's just going to expose all these guys to more javelins. Yeah, and yeah, that, I mean, yeah, no matter which way they turn, they're just going to get javelins in the back. So they're now routing. We're chasing off the enemy slingers, and the enemy slingers are now focusing on mostly our infantry, which is absolutely fine, because 20 seconds, and this city is ours.
Victory is close enough to taste.
You're damn right it is. Our slingers finally getting inside to the city. That's good. Not that we need them now, because our sword skirmishers just need to hold position. And we have sneakily captured the enemy settlement. Well, that's a little bit more dicey than I would have liked, but, you know, that's fine, we won. We won. Is that, if we loot and occupy, that's going to give us a little bit of replenishment, isn't it? So let's maybe do that, because frankly, we're going to get a rebellion regardless of whatever we do. So we may as well just accept that that's going to happen. Oh, apparently Odysseus is widely known. And he's got a Zoster, or his girdle-style belt made from leather is designed to hold the short chiton in place? I mean, call it whatever you like. That's fine. And that guy's dead. And, oh, the pelt of the Caledonian boar. Okay, that's quite nice. Plus morale to missile units. It's an ancillary. And those guys are dead. Lovely. Okay, let's have a quick look at what equipment we've got. Right, so I take it... Right, so we can actually give this stupid belt to this dickhead over here. Honest to God, you give him a load of nice stuff and he's all getting all shitty about it. I don't know. If that drops to... It's gone up. It's gone up. I think it's because this is now a content populace. So he'll start gaining motivation. Okay, that's fine. Now we're going to get rebellion here regardless, aren't we? Yes. I mean, minus 26. So I may as well tax it because fucking whatever. Let's upgrade that or repair it anyway. We are going to get some replenishment, so that's good. What else could we do here? So... Okay, that's not that useful. Probably not going to be... He's probably just going to be embedded in the army. So maybe we want the extra resources, or maybe I want to save my... Because you can save your skill points. It's not a big deal. Because if we wait a couple of turns, then, you know, maybe we can get something a bit better that's more useful for us. So, I mean, like this one here. At level 7, we can get precise. And that's minus 10% upkeep, but it reduces our morale or reduce campaign movement range. I mean, still, upkeep is upkeep, am I right? Plus, you know, Odysseus' army is probably going to be the more expensive one. So we're going to save, I think. We're going to save, and we're going to get rebellion, but that's fine. That's just going to happen. Sometimes you get rebellions. What you going to do? What you going to do? Now, if we have a look at the main building here, so we do get happiness for this building. So at rank 5, we do get 5 happiness. We also get plus 1 happiness for each settlement building. I don't think it increases, so it's always 1. 5, 6, 7, 8. Now, overall, you're always going to have taxes and difficulty, which is 7. So, theoretically, it will increase by 1 positive. If we upgrade everything to max rank, or we upgrade the capital to max rank, then eventually public order will stabilize very, very slowly, which does make it quite difficult to... I mean, I don't know. It's fine. It's probably fine. More speed for everyone. That sounds quite nice. But also more ammo and reload skill. That sounds also nice. Although more happiness, I feel like at this point in time, probably probably a good shout. Yeah, okay. Let's get the happiness, because I'm really hurting for that at the moment. I'm hurting for happiness. Exemplary ambushes, that's what we want. They do I? Yeah. 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 Let's get those bad boys. And we'll get a rebellion. There's the rebellion. Motivation restored. Seen the area of their ways. You're damn right they have. We had a rebellion, but that's okay. They're raiding us, you bastards. So, what we can do is we can go over here. We can assassinate our rival. Bop. Oh, he's dead. What a shame. And also, oh look, most of his army's dead as well. Well, tough shit.
Victory awaits.
You're dead. You're dead. Get out of here. You thought this was a good idea. It was not. Your head's being chopped off, or it will once the blood pack comes in. Okay. We could lives as barter. Or replenishment. I'm just gonna...
Let them go. A welcome boost.
A welcome boost indeed. So, can we march over here? God, I mean, Dave, what a guy, right? Dave, absolute bloody legend. Absolute bloody legend. +2 recruit rank of age upon successful action on own settlement. Interesting. Interesting. I mean, the only problem is he's probably not going to be, like, nearby. Let's increase success chance to all agents. -10% success chance to enemy agent actions. That could be quite nice. +5 critical success. I mean, I don't really mind if the enemy general is wounded or killed. I think I'm just going to get this meticulous planner over here, because that -% success chance for enemy agents sounds quite nice, actually. And let's upgrade to the Citadel, because the sooner we can upgrade that, the better. And the docks are also going to help us get the growth to then upgrade the settlement to then make everyone not fucking miserable. How are we doing? Right, military crackdown is 8. Okay, because we've had a rebellion, it's sort of like cleared out some of the bad feelings. So things should start getting a little bit better. Hopefully. Public order here is still bad, and it will always be bad. Now, I think what we're going to do is actually going to head up north and maybe declare war on these guys and start conquering that, because they've got some coastal provinces, and I kind of want them. On the other hand, these guys over here...
I hope this will be a productive discussion.
Well, you know, maybe. What about... if we single barter? What do I have a lot of? Bronze. What don't you have a lot of? You don't have a lot of bronze. You don't have a lot of stone either, but... let's see if... doop 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 doop. Right.
That's fair, I suppose.
Good. Now, get out of here. Who are you at war with? Someone I don't know? Someone I'm not involved with? Someone I don't care about? Hang on, hang on. Let's have a... you.
I'm expecting some spirited bargaining.
Okay, we don't know who that is, so that's probably fine. We've got a non-aggression part. You don't have any military allies, so we don't have to worry too much about that. So we're going to replenish, and we're going to bring our army north, and then we're going to bop these guys. How many skill points have you got? 1 skill point. What can we give you? I'm not too bothered by that. That's all fine. We've got the heal, haven't we? You know what? I'd completely forgotten we had that. Oops. Heal specialization, cooldown specialization. So that's going to heal more people. That's going to be faster. Although 10% missile damage to all missile units. That sounds quite nice. More range though. That also sounds... plus 10% range to javelin units. Is that... I mean, that will keep us out of trouble, won't it? Mind you, plus 300 experience to missile units in Hero's Army. Oh. Oh. So that's more damage. That's more range. I mean, okay, so let's have a look at our exemplary ambushers. So their range is 105, which is already quite far. I mean, the slingers are only 160, right? The damage is 54, which is very, very high for a missile unit. So they're going to do a lot of damage. So I'm kind of thinking, let's go for range. Because another 10% range, is that going to be a big deal? I do like the experience gain. The experience gain feels quite good. I mean, obviously, it'll tail off because once these guys are max rank, it's not as big a deal, but it will. I mean, plus they'll rank up quite quickly anyway. Oh, it's a tough choice. I don't know. I don't know what to take. Oh my god. I'm legitimately like, both of those. I will take both. Thank you. But no, and only have one. Which want? I know not. Fuck. I guess that's 6% and then plus 10% range to javelin units. So that overall we'll get another 16%, which is pretty good. It'll keep us safer. Fuck, I'm taking the damage. Just reason one way and then just go, nah, I'll do it the other way. It's fine. Good. Okay, we'll do that. And then we'll plan on killing these jerks. But that'll have to wait until next time. Thank you very much for watching. And I'll see you in the next episode.